all the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of buttons that need to be checked. Chapters down below. We got a hot one, man. It's kind of in continuation of some other previous topics for the last couple of days, but it's getting deeper now. It's getting deeper. Some people done said it ain't that bad, but it does look like it is kind of that bad. No, let's be real. It looks like it is that bad, but you be the judge. You tell me. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing something, because there's a lot that I'm not missing, because it's right in my damn face. Either way, without further ado, let's get some buttons. Hope you're having a good day. Let's go. All right, next up, we got Tekken pros and managers. Managers? Esports managers that are quitting the scene because they're so pissed off at the latest patch, buttons that needed to be checked. We just started talking about this yesterday, and I'm getting mixed reactions. There's some people that are like, you know, it's time to jump ship. This is bullshit. There's even a lot of pros saying that, but we don't really actually see people leaving. A lot of people love to complain because, let's be real, it's kind of deserved in this case. They're like, are you serious? We've been waiting for so long for y'all to drop this. Now, there's a lot of people in the community, though, that are still, they're literally still glass half full. Like, yo, it's not that bad. We need to chill. Like, let's see, because there's some people that still like the game. But the FGC, you know the FGC, very outspoken, especially on social media. But now, this is like one of the first times I ever seen like people are actually making videos and statements in the community, and not just casuals, man. People that are like running teams, helping running teams, pros, content creators, like, I'm gone. Deuces. And I'm like, yo, is it like that? Is it like that? So check this out. I first learned about it right here. There's a place called Kanme, if I'm saying that correctly. Kanme? I'm probably not. But Esports and Studios, Cap City Chaos. So this is their profile here. Apparently there's like a general manager for them. What is his name? Let me see if I can get him out. His name is Victim of Ritual. So he's like their general manager. He's also a competitor for them. And he's like, I'm out, deuces. They actually made a statement for him saying this is a hard decision, but he's out because of the patch. He's like, enough is enough. Then we got a pro player / content creator right after this release a video saying the same thing. Let's unpack. So right here, they posted this saying, in light of recent events surrounding Tekken, we are saddened to announce that Ritual will be stepping down as our brand ambassador / representative for the IP. This decision was not easy for them to make, but they feel that they cannot continue to provide their services pertaining to the game. We have fully support and understood. We greatly appreciate the work that he put in over this past year. Victim will continue to work behind the scenes in preparation for our Monday brackets, but will not be involved during the event. We understand that this may be sad news to hear, but please respect their decision and give them space at this time. This has over 200 likes. And then Victim actually makes a statement himself. Now, he made a long statement. Look at this. This is the whole statement right here. It continues. He breaks down the history. He goes into the game, talking about this is exactly what I don't like. And you know, he's like actually coming from a very deep perspective. Then right here, he says back to Tekken. So he's not making light of it, right? But wrapping it up at the bottom, let me see if I can find this for you right here. He basically says in a nutshell, even right here, he's tagging the devs. You can see Nakatsu right here, and then Michael Murray. And he's like, if this somehow gets to you, he's like, I'm begging you, whatever power that you might have. He's like, please release previous versions of the game so we could remember, in a nutshell, what we once loved. Right here is like, so we can cherish what was once made for all of us to love Tekken so deeply forever. And he ends it right here saying, to close this out, how I'm feeling right now is like I was in a committed relationship for 20 years and my significant other decided they wanted to be just friends. I cannot be friends with that person. They've changed and I love them too much to stay with them. I have to let them go. I cannot be friends with Tekken at this time. Victim of Ritual is completely dead. Damn, this man broke it down, didn't he? He said, the way I'm feeling, I've been in a committed relationship with you, this game, for 20 years, and y'all done changed up. We've been in love for 20 years. We got a family, a future. Now you talking about, I just want to be friends? Nah, I gotta let you go. This man getting deep, man. Oh, and real quick, if that wasn't enough, I had to add, the Tekken community is now having a funeral. They're having a funeral for the damn game. I see a homie a blue tag me saying, Nesto, dude, there is a funeral. This game is actually cooked. Right here you see Roman Jelly. I think he's done something like this before. He's talking about y'all want a funeral service? If you go up, bear with me real quick. Let me just scroll up real quick to show you what's happening. Check this out. It's time to air out your grievances. Friday, which is tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Look at this. You are cordially invited to a celebration of life, Tekken 8. Please bring your favorite memories and moments of this game. Friday, March 20th. Oh, now, yeah, the 20th. So that's tomorrow, y'all. I got to tune in. I got to see what this damn funeral is about. They made a damn flyer for it. And I think there's a little clip. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the clip. Yeah, check this out.
And Michael Murray says, on to us. Why would you want to sidewalk if you can block and launch? If you know it is coming, like all the other moves. Hallelujah, amen.
All right, that was a clip from a different segment that he did, but I'm pretty sure he's going to do the same thing tomorrow. So I'm interested. I'll put the link down below if y'all are interested. I think it's going to be funny as hell. But they's officially doing a funeral service for the damn game. And then on top of that, I noticed another prominent name in the Tekken community by the name of Joka, which I think we talked about him once or twice on the channel before. He made a tweet. Everybody was responding to that. Then he made a video. Check out some clips. I'll put the link down below so you can watch his full video if you want. But check this out.
You know, I made a tweet saying, I'm done with competing. And I'm going to explain why. Now, before I start off, right, I just want to say I've not been that type of person who discredits or like, you know, disrespects devs and whatnot. You know, I've never done that. And someone like me, I feel like I've always been optimistic, and a lot of people have criticized me for it, but I generally felt like they could change things in Season 3. Season 2 was probably the worst patch in fighting game history. Now, in regards to Season 3, before we talk about it, I don't think it's as bad as the first Season 2 patch we got, but I do think it's really bad, you know. But I think enough is enough, you know. I think it's important to quit while you're ahead and to remember that all good things do come to an end, you know. I don't like the way they marketed the whole Season 3 with back to basics and whatnot. I just feel like it's basically just been a buff on offense, really, you know. There's a lot of dumbasses that are commenting on my tweet saying, oh, we'll see you back, we'll see you back. No, I don't think I'll come back to competing. I think I'll stick to streaming, content creation, and coaching. I did sign up for Evo Japan. I don't think I'll be competing there. I think I'll just be there in attendance because I did planning with friends for a long time, you know, like Gosain and Chop and whatnot. It is time to pack it up, put the fries in the bag, especially when it comes to competing. Of course, Tekken has been a big part of my life, and that's something I'll always be grateful for. Yeah, honestly, it just doesn't go unnoticed. I've accepted it for what it is. You know, I'm not crying or anything or none of that. I've just accepted it, you know. Everything, all good things come to an end, and that's just the way it is. That's just life, you know. You just gotta accept it. And
damn, it's a lot going on right now, man. People is legit frustrated. They're like, I'm out. And like I said, we see it a lot where people are like, I'm quitting, or you know, they joke, they meme it out, but they don't really leave. We just need to vent. And then when it gets better, guess what? We're back and we're praising again. But this time, it seems like the Tekken community is like, they're fed up. I've seen other tweets where like, the worst thing is we waited. I think even MainManSWE says something like that. Matter of fact, let me post a clip of that.
Because, you know, the top 10, 15 characters, it's a joke. It's a joke. We're begging for a patch. But due to competitive integrity, we can't do anything. And for 9 months, you almost say nothing. And then, yeah, unfortunately, we have Season 3 here. And it's just like, it's very disappointing. Because to me, after 9 months, you must have cooked some real good shit, right? Surely you must have been at work for 9 months. But it just comes off as cheap, this patch. It just comes off as cheap. It just rubs you the wrong way when they didn't do PR on this patch. There were no Tekken Talk Live. There's no face of a company anymore. You don't really hear anything. Then you get a trailer on Tekken World Tour, back to basics. Yeah, great. You know, back to basics. So someone's out troll at the company, that's for sure. Season 2 defensive patch, Season 3 back to basics. Yeah, I don't know. It's just shitty. So that's not to say that there aren't great things in this patch. I'm gonna show you them. There are some really good things, but there's just so much abysmal shit.
Wow. How y'all feeling about that one? Once again, link down below for the TheMainManSWE. Damn. They talking about 9 months. That's the worst part. We waited so long. You should have been cooking some real good shit. Could have had a brand new baby, 9 months. But you gave us nothing. You gave us minor tweaks. So there's some good stuff here, but nothing to what we were expecting. And it seems like the same thing that the Street Fighter community, same song that we singing over there, right? Like, yo, this game needs a shake up. But it almost seems like these games are in two different spots. Because on one hand, with Street Fighter 6, they're like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. The devs could be looking at it like that. Like, maybe we take it really slow here because we got something good cooking. But on the Tekken side, it seems like the opposite. Let me know if you're in the Tekken community, but it just seems like the opposite. Like, they don't got a good thing here, and they've been needing to shake it up, and they didn't. So it seems like two different scenarios in a way. One of them being the Tekken community really needed a shake up, and they didn't do it. Now, I've talked to other people in the community where they were under the impression that the game really wasn't as bad as everybody was saying online. That's what I was hearing. I talked to some people personally. They were like, yo, I really don't think it's all that bad, you know? So to each their own. But we cannot ignore all these content creators and all these pros and now these people literally quitting the game because they're fed up. And Alex done married his cousin. That was one more time, Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. What is going on up in these FGC streets? It's a lot. It is a whole lot. And like I said in yesterday's video, I posted some clips where I was like, there is a brighter side. Some of these games are really thriving and people seem to be enjoying them. I think it's a lot of people though in the FGC that have just been waiting for a shakeup. They've been hopeful like maybe this game will change. You know, there's two different scenarios in the Street Fighter 6 community and Tekken 8 community. I do believe it's far worse in the Tekken 8 community just because they've been dealing with this for so long. Now, one can make the argument that everybody on this side of the Street Fighter 6 community has been dealing with it, or I should say waiting for so long, like for a shakeup. We need something big. The argument yesterday was like some saying, well, it's doing great. So they're gonna take baby steps because they don't wanna like push anybody away because the numbers are going through the roof. There's so many casuals, especially in Japan, that are loving this game, but then some pros make the argument like, yeah, that's great for 1 or 2 years. But if we've been playing the same game for like 4 years, it's time for a shakeup, man. Now, I don't see anybody making comments or statements in the Street Fighter 6 community talking about, I'm out, I'm leaving, like we did today in the Tekken 8 community. So that's why I say I think it's a little worse in that community. I saw Knee, I saw Arslan Ash, there was a lot. And we talked about that, I believe, in like either yesterday or 2 days ago. There was a lot. There was a lot, period, man. So either way, how y'all feeling? Let me know. Thank you guys for joining me. It is what? It is Thursday. This might be the only video of the day, but if it is, I'll definitely see you tomorrow morning. And as always, I don't know what it is, especially more than ever. I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, hey, somehow, some way, it's about to get better. Love y'all, fam. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Bro, did they just put DJ in a fucking thong, bro? Nigga, I just paid $5 for this fucking costume, bro. Cat kinda want money back. This outfit fire as fuck too, nigga. Except the thong. What the fuck?